There is an overwhelming amount of product research methods out there for dropshipping. Today, I'm going to be testing out 4 of the best product research methods I could find, and I'm going to be using each individual method to find winning products with you here live, and then I'm going to determine which method is the best method to be following here in 2023. And just to be clear, our main goal is to find a winning product on TikTok ads. So let's get right into these methods and see which one's the best. Now, what we're going to do for these strategies is we're going to be following the strategy as it's intended. We're going to give ourselves 15 minutes to find as many good products as we possibly can, and then I'll come back and show you the results and give you my feedback on the method as a whole. The first method I'm going to be following is actually my most preferred method, which is scrolling through TikTok hashtags and the For You page. Now, most of the recommendations when it comes to this method is doing the hashtag scrolling on your computer and then also doing the For You page scrolling on your phone, and essentially looking for products that meet certain criterias and products that we essentially think could sell really well. So it's basically just endless scrolling, and let's see how many good products we can find in 15 minutes using this method, and of course I'll show you what we find. Alright guys, I did it. I spent 15 minutes scrolling through different hashtags on TikTok. Now basically what I did was on my computer I just looked up a general hashtag like hashtag products, and then I looked for hashtags that were a little bit smaller, a little bit more niche underneath that bigger hashtag, and then I actually searched for products in the smaller hashtags. Now I've talked about this method before on my channel and it's good old reliable. Some of the pros and cons of it, the biggest pro is like how expansive your network of TikToks is to choose from. You can go through TikTok for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and there's always going to be another hashtag. There's always going to be the next TikTok that you can review and another product for you to find. So if you're trying to force yourself to find a ton of good products, this method is really good. Some of the downsides is you have to sort through a lot of crap. Like you have to sort through a lot of like crappy products, saturated products, whatever it is. So it's definitely not like easy, or it's very time consuming, and you have to have a little bit of patience, especially if you're somebody who's like super experienced with product research and you're not looking at the surface level products as good. Like myself, finding these 4 products in just a 15-minute span was quite a stretch. Like out of these 4 products, I probably would only test one of them, but I think the other ones are good enough to actually warrant being added to a product research sheet of some sort. So I'll kind of go through real quick what I was able to find. So I found this scorpion ring, which is basically just a ring that has a scorpion thing. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. It's nothing really new or crazy, but it is a really good product, and I did test it at one point. So at least at one point it was good, and it was 100% worth testing. The next one I found was a little bit of a stretch. This one was a toothpick dispenser that I thought was nifty. This is one of those ones where you'd have to basically just launch an ad, take the aesthetic angle where it just looks cool and it's something nifty to have, and then basically just see how it sells. It'd be pretty low ticket, but I think that this product is worth testing out. The next one, this is the one product that I found that I actually think is a really good product to be testing. It's basically curtains that have star cutouts in them. So instead of it being like a full blackout curtain, it'll actually have stars in it and display stars in the shadows of your room when you have the curtain on it. Now for all these products, I wasn't able to go on AliExpress and actually search for them on there just to save on time, but you could easily find star cutout curtains. I don't know if it's going to have the self-adhesive. You might have to find some different ads or even order the product and make ads, but I thought this product was really good. And honestly, if I came in here, spent 15 minutes and I only found this product, then I think I would be happy with the results of this product research method. The last one that I found was decent. It's this kind of towel and sponge holder for a shower. The main reason I added this to the list is because I've seen products like this do really well before, and usually products like this are difficult because they're either too expensive, but in this case it's actually very easy to install. You pretty much just put a couple hooks up, and I think it's very handy for anybody that like lives in an apartment or something like that, which obviously the younger generation on TikTok are going to be in that scenario. So again, like I said, the only product that I really like on here is this curtain. The other ones are okay, but all in all, this research method is really good, and I would highly recommend following it. Now let's move on to method number 2, which is ad spy tools. I think the one that we're going to use is PP ads, and we're going to go on there for 15 minutes and see how many good products we're actually going to be able to find by using PP ads and scrolling through their platform, looking at other ads that other people are running. And of course, this is a paid software, so I'm gonna have to go in there and buy it and spend 15 minutes in there, see if it's worth the money, and we'll see what types of products products I'm able to find on there. All right, so we just spent 15 minutes inside of PP Ads, and I did end up signing up for their trial. So we got the VIP package, I believe, which is like 2,000 ads a month or something like that. And I have to say, I was struggling. And I think one of the main issues with this product research method is most of the ads that you're gonna see are actually made by brands. So we are drop shipping, and obviously we're not going to take like a brand's product and use their ads or try to sell their product, because we need to sell like basically unbranded products that come directly from China that we can, you know, put our own logo on and brand them in our own way. So literally 90% of the products that I saw were brands, and I don't know if there's a certain way to set this up to avoid this. I can kind of show you on the screen right now how I set mine up. Basically United States, Shop Now, Shopify, non-branded ads, more than 10 ads that have been running for more than 10 days. So I set it up in a pretty normal way, and it's just very, very, very difficult to even find dropshipping products using this method, never mind good dropshipping products. So I think I found a total of like 8 or 9 dropshipping products, and 3 of them I was able to hand pick out as products that I would consider testing. So the first one we stumbled upon was this motivational book thing, which honestly I've tested similar things to this, and they can perform really, really well depending on what it is, but again, not super duper excited. Same thing with the next product, which is literally just a pair of shoes. And the only reason I put this on here, because of course I've scaled shoe stores before. I know that shoes can perform really well. And this shoe, for whatever reason, you know, they got 170,000 impressions. They're clearly doing something with it. It's been running for 19 days. So unless they're complete idiots, they're probably making sales and profitable. And maybe it could be something good to test out and see how it does. But the one product that I saw where I think like, okay, this could actually be something really, really good, and I'm not even sure if this is a product that you could drop ship.
Got him a personalized air.
It's essentially custom air fresheners, which, you know, basically is a great product. Pretty much anything custom you can spin any way to be, you know, a relationship product or, you know, anything good to sell. But in my opinion, it may or may not be a drop shipping product. But, you know, this method was just overall really, really hard, and also super duper boring. Like, it's just very difficult to just scroll through, you know, these pages. I made it through about 10 pages, and I was just individually looking at each video like this, looking for products that could potentially be good. Overall, probably wouldn't do this method. Like, I would much rather do method number 1. So the next method that we're going to be following is we're going to be using a product provider. So these are different softwares that essentially build massive lists of good winning products and then give them to you, so that you can essentially pick out which ones you want to test off of their list. And they usually provide you with ads and product descriptions and competitors and all these different things to make the whole process easier. Now, I've used these before, and like I said, I'm not the hugest fan of them, just because there's a ton of other people also paying for the software that are seeing the same exact products that you're seeing. So even if we do find some good products, I'm assuming they've already been tested and possibly scaled by other people who also own the softwares. But nevertheless, I'm gonna go get one and spend 15 minutes in it, and we'll see what types of products that we are able to find. Holy saturated products. So I just spent 15 minutes straight scrolling through Ecom Hunt, and they actually have this really cool tool, which I actually haven't seen. I haven't been on Ecom Hunt in a couple of years, and the reason is because all of it is just saturated products. But I have some good news for you guys. This actually wasn't bad. So they have this new tool called Lucky, and basically all it is you just click this button, get lucky, and they just pop a random product on your screen. Definitely cool. And I did find that even though I'd say like probably more than 90% of the products that are popping up on my screen are just, you know, too saturated for me to touch, you know, like I've seen them before somewhere, I've already tested them, yada yada, or they just don't meet my criteria. Like, I personally don't test pet products, so I'll just skip that one. It's very, very easy to just come in here and just run through a ton of products, and I was actually able to find a decent amount of products with this method. Now, I will say that not all of these are like perfect, you know, great winning products, but I will say that they're not really that bad. Like, these are products that I would actually consider testing, you know, throwing 50 bucks at it and just seeing how it performs. You got this Flow LED trunk light. Obviously, you'd have to get ads to run on TikTok. I found this chrome nail polish, which is really, really cool. And I'm actually quite surprised that I haven't seen these products before, like this trunk light. I've seen other similar car lights, but not the trunk one. I've also never seen the chrome nails powder, which actually makes your nails like shine, which is pretty cool. And out of all the scrolling and stuff I've done on AliExpress and TikTok, I'm really surprised that I haven't seen these before. This is like a nail file filler that gets your nails like stupid polished, which I think could be a really good angle for TikTok ads, and I've also never seen it before. The portable sauna I have seen before. I used to run this product on Facebook ads a couple years ago maybe, but who knows, maybe it's worth a retest on TikTok. Like I said, it's not terrible. And I also found this really interesting like thing that helps you apply makeup, like if you don't have very good eyesight. At least I think that's what it's for. So like you can apply makeup to one eye while having glasses on the other one. I don't know if it's a real problem or how good of a product it actually is. I didn't research it that much, but I did find this one through the Ecom Hunt Lucky tool. I literally just clicked get lucky too fast and I lost the Ecom Hunt link, but I did find it through the tool. So all in all, I'd say pros is like they kind of gamified this, so it's not as boring as like sitting and scrolling through PP ads or scrolling through TikTok. I would say that this is a little bit exciting, and if you're on their paid plans, you can mess around with these settings, you know, low visitors, high margin, whatever. But you know, on the free one, you basically just click get lucky and it just pops a new product. So they almost gamified it and made it like a little bit more tolerable to sit here and go through products. And I'm honestly very surprised at the quality of products that I was actually able to find and the amount of untapped, at least in my mind, untapped. I'm sure that some of you have seen these before, but for me to be able to find products that I haven't seen before is very, very difficult. Like it takes me a lot of work, takes me a lot of time. And these are, you know, 3 products that I've never seen before that I think could have potential. So that says something for how far Ecom Hunt has come. I know I used to hate them because of how saturated and stuff the products were, but it seems like they've actually gotten quite a lot better. So if I had to give this one a rating, it's pretty high up there, and I definitely had a more enjoyable experience and found better products with this method than I did with using PP ads. Now, the 4th and final method that I'm going to be following is simply just using Google. Now, I was watching some YouTube videos on, you know, different product research methods, and I came across this video, which this video is by Brendan Jorson. Sorry if I'm totally butchering your name, but he talked about a product research method where you would basically go on Google and search things like top gifts for teenagers or top gifts for parents, or, you know, things like this that would, you know, basically show you articles and stuff that show you different products and ideas of things that you can do. And then you're basically like using your own brain to come up with product ideas and then searching for products on AliExpress and trying to tie an idea to a product that you can then take the product and go and market it. So it's like a very different way to do product research, which is why I wanted to throw it on this list. We're actually just going to be hopping on Google, searching up like different gifts and stuff to give people and seeing what we can find, seeing what kind of ideas we can spark up in our own minds for, you know, potential winning products. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for 15 minutes and we'll see what types of products I'm able to conjure up. Well, horrible news. I just spent 15 minutes scrolling through Google and searching up a lot of different catchphrases like gifts for, you know, friends, gifts for 20-year-olds, whatever. And I haven't found a single product or gotten a really good idea. Maybe it's just me and the mind frame I'm in right now, but I think actually what it is I bet this method is very, very good, but it probably takes like a lot of time, like a lot of focused time. Like I don't think that you're going to be able to just pop in with 15 minutes and just find a bunch of good products like some other methods. But I bet it takes a ton of time to find an actual good product or get an idea for an actual good product. And I bet the products that you do come up with an idea for or stumble upon while you're doing this are probably very, very high quality, you know, very untapped, have a lot of potential, just because nobody's doing this method. I mean, I know that it's not like a super saturated way to find products, and most of what you're going to be stumbling upon is going to be things that are sprouting from your own brain anyways. So while I wasn't able to come up with any good products in a 15-minute window, I don't think that we should really hold it against this strategy, because like I said, I think that you really need to invest a lot of time if you want to follow this method. So all in all, I'd say that this method's probably great if you're tired of all the other methods and you want to, you know, induce some of your own creativity and you're willing to spend a ton of time to stumble upon some really good products or think of some really good products. So in conclusion, after spending 15 minutes on each of these product research methods, seeing the products that we actually came out with, and based on my judgments of like how confident I am that those products could potentially be winners, I think the number one option here is clearly strategy number 1. But Ecom Hunt had me very, very surprised with the types of products that I was able to stumble upon on their platform. The only reason I'm making it number 2 on the list is because I think that if you were sitting there, you know, for like 3 hours a day for like a week, I think eventually you're going to run through all the products that they offer. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just not as experienced with Ecom Hunt because that was my first time using it in years. but I know that the TikTok method is great because you can find amazing products and it's never gonna run out. And that's one of the things that I love about that method so much. And also one of the reasons why I'm a huge advocate for following the strategy of scrolling through TikTok hashtags and the For You page, because you can find amazing products and you can do it as long as you want. You're never really gonna run out of products to find. The only thing that can happen with that method is it's gonna get harder and harder the more you do it, because you're gonna already see a lot of the products that are in most of the hashtags, which is essentially where I'm at. Like, product research for me sucks, and that's kind of where Ecom Hunt came in for me and was like, hey, like, try something different. And there's also a lot of other tools that are similar to Ecom Hunt where I'm sure, you know, you could stumble upon some good products. So I think number one, scrolling through TikTok hashtags, of course. Number two, I'd probably give to Ecom Hunt. Now, I'm going to put the Google strategy at number three, and the reason I'm going to do this is because I've followed this method before. I know that you can find really amazing products. For this specific video, because we only had 15 minutes, it wasn't really a fair chance, and I know that the method is good. And then number four, I'm going to put the ad spy tools. Because like I said, most of the products that you're going to see are going to be brands, and it's going to take an incredible amount of time. And most of the products that I saw that I thought were good, I didn't even really think were that great. I think there was one product that I thought was good in a 15-minute window, as opposed to method one and Ecom Hunt, where I was able to find like 3-4 products that I was really confident in. So I'm probably going to put that one at the last in terms of the best product research methods to follow in 2023. Now, these things could change. You might prefer one thing over the other. I would highly encourage you to go out and test all these methods for yourself and see which one works best for you. The 15-minute test, you know, like I said, might not be fair for some of the strategies, which is why I ranked them the way that I did. But all of the methods could work for you because there's different ways to twist them, different situations that you are going to be in. So all these methods are great. I just think the best way is probably going to be by scrolling through TikTok hashtags and your For You page and basically just naturally looking for products that way. So that's pretty much it for this video. This is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.